Wow, it's another day with another exciting episode on Top Kids Club show. This is the continuation of the topic we've been treating. Bad habits that kids may pick up from adults, parents, or guardians. After this time out, you will get to know what we are discussing today. Don't go nowhere, we'll be right back.
Never go looking through another person's private possession without their permission.
What are you searching for?
My book.
Your book without my permission. And if I beat you now, mom will beat you. Take, see your face.
Me?
Yes, you.
I'll tell you.
Go and report.
Bad habit. That is not how you do it.
What are you searching for?
My book.
Without my permission.
Tell me, big sister.
This is it.
Thank you.
Is this your assignment?
No, that is how you do it. Always ask for permission.
Welcome back. Bad day-to-day habits. That's the topic we are going to be discussing today. Let me hand you over to Solomon and Rafiat. I'll be back.
As she said, the topic we are treating today is bad day-to-day habits. These include habits such as nail biting.
Tell me it's your most annoying and embarrassing addiction. And millions of you are even doing it right now. But chewing your nails is more than a bad habit. It could seriously be affecting your health. So Christine's here, and I want to thank you very much for coming clean about your nail biting.
It's an expose right now.
I notice you're hiding your hands.
I always do. I always do.
So how long have you been biting your nails?
As long as I can remember, really. Since I was a youngster, but definitely as a teenager. And until now.
And how's it affected your life?
It's embarrassing. It's gross, disgusting. I know this. I know I should do better. But I feel like, how can I tell my 6-year-old daughter to stop sucking her thumb when mommy has her hands in her mouth? How can I be president of the PTA and seem like an adult when I'm sitting there with my fingers in my mouth?
It is a bad habit because the dust and germs stuck into your nails will get into your body.
The first concern with nail biting is actually infections.
Great!
Yeah, that's right. Well, it makes sense. Think about it. Your mouth has a lot of bacteria in it. You've got these beautiful nails, and if you're chewing on them all the time, you actually can get small cuts. Do you have any cuts on your hands?
Oh. I watched the last segment.
Yes, sure. This is the last segment's results. A little bit of blood that you see there. I don't know if you can, you can see it right there, everybody. So I'm more concerned about that blood than the nail themselves because...
And that's common, though. Like that,
It is.
I won't stop until that is what causes me to stop. When it hurts or when it's bloody, like, I don't stop until it's too bad.
Well, oftentimes that's why you stop, because it's gotten bad enough that you know something's going on.
Right.
But this is what I see a lot in people. This is an infection. It can be bacterial or fungal. It's called a paronychia. When you chip away at this border, the protection of the nail, those little openings can allow bacteria to grow. And here's the thing, this is a treatable problem, but this can spread to other parts of the body, gets into your bloodstream, and affects everything. So
These are just your nails.
they seem like it's your nails, but they're connected to the rest of your body. All right, so that's the first thing. We want to be walking around with this, and you know that already. Come on over here. I'll come to you. There's a second big issue, which is tooth erosion. Let me see your teeth. You have beautiful teeth. But nail biting is not just a problem for enamel. It does other things as well. It can literally reshape the teeth. So let's say your teeth there, and there's a finger in there, you're chipping away at the nails, but you're also chipping away at the tooth. Notice the shape of the tooth? It's curved over. Let's rotate this. This is what you'll start to see. Curved teeth in the front.
You didn't tell me this when I was a teenager.
No, but I don't want anyone forgetting this, because here's someone, a fan of the show, who kindly sent us this picture. This is a real person. Front teeth, how they're curved over because of chronic nail biting. $15,000 in dental bills later, he fixed that. He had to have oral surgery to fix that problem.
We need to stop this.
We're going to stop that.
Okay.
As adults, nail biting may also be a sign of nervousness.
The third concern is that it represents pathological grooming. That you're doing something that you don't want to do that makes you upset about doing it. So I asked psychologist Dr. Ori Shinar to join me.
You're bringing the big guns
Big guy.
in.
Thank you for joining us. This is something that's not talked about in a serious manner. It's just thought of as a little quirk. But it's become a bigger deal in your specialty.
Until recently, it's been considered just another bad habit, but it's more than that. The American Psychiatric Association has classified it as an obsessive-compulsive related disorder. It resembles OCD in that there's a compulsive need to relieve anxiety or tension.
So I'm just going to ask these questions on your behalf.
Have you been to my house?
Sure. I mean, how do you know if it's crossed from simple little bit of nail biting into a more pathological state?
Well, the behavior gets out of control. It starts to interfere with your life on a daily basis. People feel so much shame, so much embarrassment that they stop going out with friends. They're always hiding their hands, and they feel like they're always going to be ridiculed.
We just did that all down there. Step with me right now. All right, so what's the first step for someone who thinks they may have an issue that's a bit more severe?
If people seek the right treatment, the right protocol, they can stop the behavior. In my practice, we're able to have a success rate of 98% for patients who follow the protocol. We use a type of cognitive behavior therapy that's more specifically called habit reversal training. We help people become more aware, more accountable for the behavior, and we help them build this barrier, the physical barrier to stop them from having the teeth touch the nails.
I'm going to give you some tips, if you don't mind, that
please.
Dr. Shinar would use in his behavioral therapy. These are simple tips you can start today. I'm going to ask you to pick one that you like a lot.
Okay.
Band-Aids are the first idea. You can cover over the nails. They serve as a physical reminder that you don't want to do it because you don't want to do it. So the subconscious movement towards your nails, which some of you in the audience right now are doing, by the way, I'm noticing. And if you're motivated the right way, it'll actually slow you down a little bit. So you won't be biting on those nails.
Oh.
So option number 2 is bitter nail polish, which hasn't worked.
Yeah, you grow to like it. If you're nervous
right?
enough, you grow to like it. You can rip that right off real quick.
How about jalapeno peppers? Would they work too?
I haven't tried that.
Try that.
I'm willing. I'll try anything.
That'll wake up your taste buds. And would you try the Band-Aids?
I would try the Band-Aids.
But
that's the problem too, is I feel like you're saying, it is a nervous habit. So what happened was when I stopped this, well then what's stopping me from twirling my hair or it's a bad habit.
At least that's a habit you can get past. We all have, we're all messed up, right? What makes it so fascinating for me to do the show is I deal with myself, my own issues every day, and everyone else's, and I see that it's through those crazy habits that we actually find out who we really are. You'll grow through this and learn about it from that, but I think some of these may be good crutches. In the meantime, can you do me a favor? I want you to put vitamin E oil on your cuticles.
I could do that.
That you can do. And actually, that doesn't even taste bad, but I want you to do that a couple times a day for all the nail biters out there to at least prevent damage to your nails.
If your kids adopt this habit, it will affect them much more than it affects you.
You know, adults already have a strong and developed immune system, whereas children don't.
Another unpleasant habit is lack of punctuality, be it school seminars, parents or teachers meetings. If you're late all the time, your child is going to do the same.
Hey there, this is Krista. Today I'm going to share with you a video about being late. First, I want to let you in on a little secret. Up until very recently, I was horrible with being late. It's something I struggled with my whole life. A lot of people said I get it from my mother. My mother was always late, so growing up, it was the example that I always saw. So as I myself grew up, I picked up this trait that she had, and I ended up always being late. So one little story that really sticks out to me was in high school. We had a carpool to get to school. So my stepfather would start with me, and then he would go pick up one of my friends, go pick up another, and then we would drive to school together. Now, every morning I kind of pushed my luck. We were supposed to leave the house around 7:45. So, some days it was 7:50, others 7:55, and it got to the point where it was around 8 o'clock. So my stepfather said to me, "You know what, Krista, if you can't be on time, I'm going to leave without you." So I thought he was bluffing. I was like, surely he would not leave without me. I need to get to school. So the next morning, I come downstairs, I walk outside to get in the car. It's maybe, 7:55, around there, and the car is gone. He left without me. He was not bluffing. He was not joking. So lucky for me, he just wanted to teach me a lesson, and he did want me to get to school. So what he had done was gone to go pick up my friends and then came back and picked me up after. But I will never forget that lesson. However, habits are hard to break, and it took me a lot longer in order to break this habit. So my being late continued throughout high school. It continued into university as well. So when it comes to being late, one thing I hadn't really thought about before was what it signals to the other person. When you're late, have you thought that basically it's saying that your time is more valuable than the other person's time? I hadn't really consciously thought of this before. I certainly didn't consciously feel this way, that my time was more valuable than my friends. However, once I took a step back and I thought about it, I realized it made a lot of sense, because you're making them wait, and you're instead taking the time to do something else that you are deeming more of a priority. So once I thought about it from that perspective, it really kind of changed the way I thought about being late.
Helping your child become punctual involves showing them the importance of time. One way to do this is by purposely attending any functions, meetings, or events, and make sure to get there on time. And let your kids see this.
What is the real harm of being early? You can do something else, you can people watch, you can have a moment to reflect, you can be on your phone. And so I decided, rather than aim to be there on time, which often led to me being late, because if anything went wrong, it would push me over and I would be late, I decided I was going to always try to be at least 15 minutes early. And wow, what a shift that has been in my life. I didn't realize the stress that I had. Every time I was going somewhere and I was right up against the clock, and if anything went wrong, I was going to be late. And so every time I was going somewhere, I had this extra stress, this anxiety. So since I've started to just say, you know what, I'm going to be early. What's the harm in it? It's greatly reduced that stress, and it's made me more present when that other person arrives. I have had a chance to reflect. I've had a chance to gather my thoughts, to relax, and I think it's made me better able to show up with my friends and with the fellow people that I'm meeting.
Okay, next on Top Kids Club show is the segment tagged Top Kids Club Varieties. And on today's Top Kids Club Varieties is Top Kids Club The Extraordinary. So who would be the Top Kids Club The Extraordinary today? Let's find out from Solomon. Solomon?
Alright guys, it's your boy Abebi Solomon. Today on Top Kids Club The Extraordinary, we will be presenting to you a guy called Cody Lee. After this time out, we'll be back. Welcome back. So who is Cody Lee and what does he do? Cody Lee, born July 7, 1996, is a Korean-American singer, songwriter, and a pianist. He rose to fame after participating in and ultimately winning in the 14th season of America's Got Talent.
The winner of the $1 million is Cody Lee! Cody Lee!
Lee was born with optic nerve hypoplasia, making him to become legally blind. He was also diagnosed with an autism at an early age and has Anderson's disease. Lee is a prodigious musical servant, a person who manifests musical ability that will be considered extraordinary, even in a person who is not autistic. Today, we present Cody Lee as Top Kids Club the Extraordinary. Watch and be encouraged. We'll be back.
Welcome to America's Got Talent. What's your name?
I'm Cody.
Hi, Cody.
I'm Cody Lee.
How old are you?
I am 22 years old.
Who are you, miss? Who are you?
I'm Mom.
Oh,
I'm
hi,
Tina
Mom.
Lee. Hi, Tina. How are you? What are you going to do here for us today?
Did you notice something unique and extraordinary in Cody's presentation? Apart from his talent, that was the support he got from his family, especially his mother. Despite his challenges, if he's here in my country, it is well. Mothers in Africa tend to give up on their challenged children that we call special kids too soon. So I encourage you all watching this, facing any kind of challenges, you have what it takes to be extraordinary in you. Don't give up. Push it out. I remain Abebi Solomon, and you are watching Top Kids Club the Extraordinary.
So that's how far we can go on today's topic. Don't forget you're watching Top Kids Club Show.
I am Odele Rafiat and you are watching Top Kids Club Show. I'm Abebi Solomon and you are watching Top Kids Club Show. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share.
And I still remain your girl Khalid Aminat. Bye!